Hello all friends and newcomers, my name is Evelocity, and in this video I'm going to be somewhat ranting on Chronexia and the 8 Seals, an anime project that has been started by a well-known YouTuber by the name of Misty Chronexia. Now, I'm pretty sure you're asking in your head, but wait Evelocity, didn't you already do a video ranting on Chronexia and the 8 Seals not too long ago? And well, to answer your question, yes, I have already kind of done something like this not too long ago actually, and it's still up on YouTube. But here's the thing, in that video it was just me rambling on at like 12 in the morning talking about stuff I just didn't like about it, which that's what a rant is supposed to do. But I felt like I stuttered too much, I kept repeating the same line, it was just a ramble. So yeah, after like looking back on it a lot, it really wasn't that well, and I already knew it wasn't going to do too well just because of how poorly it was made. Now, the original idea was to like take that video down in general and just make a brand new video where it's more accessible to watch, so you don't have to hear me ramble about fucking nothing for 11 minutes. Like, I could have done a lot better than that. I know that was the purpose, just to ramble on. It wasn't to be anything serious, but looking back at it, yeah, it didn't really do too well. But I'm still going to keep it on YouTube. I'm not sure why, but I just want to keep it on there. So you're going to have the two parallels. You're going to have the shitty ass one with me rambling on, and then you're going to have this slightly better one. By not all means it's a lot better, but I feel like it'll be better for people to watch compared to the other one. Now, I hope to God you like Street Fighter or something in that type of nature, because that's all you're going to be seeing in the background of this video. Just some old gameplay saved onto my PS4, and I thought, you know what, let me put these into use. So, yeah, that's going to be the background for this video. And, side note, if you are curious on how my other video turned out, and, you know, if you're new to this and you haven't seen it, then in the description below, I am going to put a link to the first video I attempted to rant about this. So yeah, with it, let's just get on with the actual video. Enough with all this. Now, I'll be breaking this down into 4 categories into what I thought this anime did really bad on, and that is the characters, the story, the voice acting, and the animation. Now, with that, let's get started. Now, I'll be giving a little background information just in case someone out there doesn't know what I'm talking about in this video, which I'm sure you do, but might as well play it safe. Now, by the anime YouTuber name of Misty Chronexia. Now, I'm sure you've heard of him because he is pretty well known throughout the anime community, if I do say so myself. Now, Misty, he has written the novels for like quite some time ago, and yeah, that's basically what the anime is based off of, this novel that he's written. Now, quite some time back, I want to say 6 months back, I'm not pretty sure about this, but Misty actually did start a Kickstarter for his anime project. Now, in total, he raised over $60,000, which, damn, that is a pretty decent amount. That just goes to show you how much fans he has and who want to really support this project for it to be an actual thing, which, yeah, everyone had high hopes for this. And, well, of course not himself, he wasn't doing the animation, but I don't know what this animation studio is. Like, I should have really looked more into this, but I'm pretty sure it's like a small anime studio where they kind of came up to him and wanted to do the animation for this Kickstarter project. So that's how that all started. And now finally, by finally I mean during November, it actually became a thing, Chronexia and the 8 Seals, as its pilot episode is on YouTube right now, if you didn't know. Now, to be blunt, it's not good. It's not good at all. It's pretty much shit, actually, not to be so mean, but this is a rant video, and basically that's what I'm going to be talking about, the shit of this, and majority of it was shit. Now, I'll start off with the story for it. Basically, the gist of things, there's a group of fighters who are bound to protect the world. Like, that's the gist of it. Like, yes, there's probably more going on with it, but that's the main idea. Like One Piece. One Piece is the main idea of the story is a kid wants to become the Pirate King. Now, there's a lot more to it, but of course that's just the main gist of it. So that's how it is for this anime. It's a group of fighters who are bound to protect the world, which is pretty simple, to be honest. Now, the problems I have with this is that it sounds really cliche as fuck. Like, this is something we've already heard in lots of anime before, which is kind of sad, just to goes to show you that it's kind of hard to be original nowadays, just because so much animes are sort of being the same now, to be honest, and that's not good at all. There's those few ones in the crowd which are unique in their own way, but most of the time they're all pretty similar, and well, mostly for the shonen, like the shonen type anime or action in general, just that type of anime, they're really seeming more similar and similar, and this is no exception. A group of fighters protecting the world. God, it's really cliche, and I could see that it's really hard to be original nowadays, but this is probably just a me thing, but if you're into this type of fantasy like anime, you'll probably like it. I just don't. I've seen it before, and it's already bad that it's not my favorite type, but just to top it off, it's something that I've seen a lot before. So that's probably like a me nitpicking, but that's something that I just don't like about the story. It's really cliche as fuck, and if I want to watch something that's similar to this, I'll watch it, because there are a lot of shit that is better than this. Now, let's move on with the characters of this anime. Interested in design, I suppose. That's kind of all that they bring you, because they really don't have that much character to them. They're just people who are there, and I get it, this is episode 1, and we're not supposed to know too much about these characters, and I'm more referring to the ones we see at the beginning who do most of the stuff that we see during this whole episode, and yeah, they don't bring too much to the table. They're really bland and boring as fuck. Like, they're just there to be there, and, you know, like, I guess they have, like, unique powers and shit, but that's not enough. And if this is the case, because I think the beginning of this episode, I'm not really sure, but it was all meant to be a prologue for the rest of the anime, so if that's the case, then I can understand, and I don't really have to have an argument with that, because some animes do that. We have a prologue with a bunch of fucking characters that are probably going to be irrelevant till the whole story, or maybe later on they'll appear, but as of now, you know, it's something we're not going to really get attached to, because they're not going to really appear too much in the series. And if that's the case, if it's somewhat of a prologue, then I don't mind the characters really having no personality, because that's kind of to be expected, but it's still somewhat a little irritating. And if I am wrong, and if these are like characters that are meant to represent the anime, then oh god, these are really boring as fuck characters. Now, let's move on with the last two that I had the most problems with, and that is, the animation and the voice acting. Now, for the animation, I'm not going to say too much. I know a lot of people around the internet have already said what they wanted to say, and that's where half of the criticism comes from. The animation and sometimes the voice acting I hear, but mostly from the animation, and it is god-awful, so I'm not going to say too much about it. All you need to know is it's really not that good. Like, from any standpoint, it's just really fucking bad. Some frames just look really off, and yeah, you get it. The animation doesn't look too good. Now for the voice acting, and oh god, the voice acting. Well, as you can tell, it's not good at all. Like, fucking awful. It feels like when they were acting, they're reading right from the script. Like, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do, but that's all it feels like. They really feel like cardboards. Like, the voice acting, it's just so dull as fuck. It's just not good at all. Like, the kind of feeling I get from this, it feels like when they try to convey emotion for them, like, you know, if they're angry, sound angry, or when they're upset, sound more upset in your lines. That's all I feel like. It feels like they don't even really understand what is going on with the story. They're just reading off lines, and that's kind of iffy. Like, it makes the character not sound so invested, and it just comes out as bland. Like, I don't know. Let me give Elric example for Fullmetal Alchemist. If that ever happened with him, like his voice actor Vic Mignogna, if he only like conveyed emotions during lines, like, well, it would be cool. But for actual just decent lines with just, you know, dialogue and really nothing else, the character could come out pretty boring. Because if you don't really understand your character enough, I know this is going to some deep shit, but it feels like I'm no voice actor or whatever. I don't know anything about how it's supposed to be played out, but I feel like if you don't understand your character enough to do this, and you don't understand anything, you just want to voice act the character to voice act, even if you're conveying emotions in it, it doesn't come out really good in the end. And that's just one of the major complaints I had. Compared to all the other ones I just said, I feel like the voice acting was the most weakest point of this. Like, sure, the animation's bad, like fucking terrible, and I could deal with that. The story is pretty iffy and stuff. A lot of things aren't as to be expected, but I feel like for what did the worst, the voice acting topped it off hands down. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. I felt like I said everything I needed to say. Compared to the previous video, I felt like this one came out a bit better. Not miles better, but I felt like everything that I needed to say, I did say in this video, just to give you a more clear understanding on what I really didn't like about this. Even though I'm sure a lot of people have probably said the same thing I said, it's still good to get my opinion out there. So either way, I feel like this video did come out a lot better compared to the one that I gave you guys the other day. Because quite frankly, I'm actually kind of tired of talking about this shit anime. I know that's on me because I'm the one who chooses to make another video about it. I could have just left everything out as it is, but I thought I'd get another video out there to, you know, have a contrast. We have my rambling one, and you have the one where I'm actually being serious about it. So yeah, I'm really tired of talking about this. After this video, I'm going back to what I usually do on my channel, you know, just uploading non-commentary gameplay. So yeah, I'm gonna go back with that stuff. So I'm finally done with talking about this anime and why I didn't like it. Now, if you did enjoy this video, or you agreed with anything I had to say, then please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. And, well, if you do disagree, or if there's just something about this video you don't like, then you know, you're also free to dislike. Rate the video however you want, and make sure to give me your feedback in the comments below. Did you agree on anything I said, or do you think I'm being unreasonable? Just let me know in the comments. I'd really love to hear what you guys have to say. Now, if you're a newcomer here and you haven't already, and you enjoyed what you saw in this video, and you're probably interested in my channel or want to show support, then please, by all means, subscribe to my channel for more of these kind of videos. Well, not necessarily these kind of videos, because like I said, I'm kind of done with ranting and shit. It's not what I really do, but it's just something I wanted to do right now, to do something else. So yeah, if you like this video and want to see something similar to this, like more, yeah, subscribe. It would really mean a lot. Now, I noticed recently, well, not recently, but yesterday, I did hit 300 subscribers. And all I want to say is, for the people who are watching this and that are subscribed to my channel, thank you. Thank you for supporting this channel, and I hope you stick with me till the very end, because I don't know if this is going to be the limit to how much I could reach, but I really feel like now I have a genuine audience that will watch my stuff, and that's all I really want, because I like doing stuff like this, and just seeing other people enjoy what I have to put out, it really does mean a lot, and I'm very, very grateful for your support on this channel. Alright, I don't want to keep like rambling on and getting all deep with this, so let's just hurry up and try to end this video. But yeah, I have a Twitter. If you have a Twitter too, then by all means, feel free to follow me on there at eVelocity, and I might follow back. And by might, I mean, I'm not really on there as much as I was before. It's just things have been going on, and social media, I just haven't really been on there too much. So yeah, Twitter is one of the ones I'm not on, but I will eventually get on there more and do stuff because I feel like I am really left out just because of how much I've been not on there as much. I'll try to get on there, and if you do follow, then I'll make sure to follow back. Also, if you have a PS Vita, PS3, PS4, any of those shit, as long as it has PlayStation Network, like if you have PlayStation Network basically, make sure to add me on PSN. My PSN is the same as my YouTube, evilocity012, and I'll add you right away. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, I hope you guys have an awesome day. Peace.